Richie, what are you doing? Don't you got to get ready for your show? Hey guys, this is going to be my preview video. And I'm just going to start. I'm not selling anything. There's no coupons, no giveaways. You get nothing out of being here but the ability to see this stuff that's going to be auctioned tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Time. If you see something you want me to show you in better detail or describe it or tell you something about it, let me know. This preview will be available on YouTube in the live section on my channel after this is done. And if you want to request something, that thing back there is a funeral or a casket plaque. If you want to request something, the easiest thing to do is take screenshots and then message them to me. And I can run them in the order that I get the requests. And you don't have to do it from this video, you can do it from YouTube. If I get a few people to do that want to buy stuff, it saves a lot of time in panning around in the morning. And then I can just start running stuff. I'm gonna draw this out and try to go slow because everybody complains that I make everybody sick in my previews by going too fast. So I'm gonna try to go slow, show everything so you can screenshot it. And then I'm gonna raid out to the Suburban Bish. You got a headache already? Am I going too fast? I get lots of complaints about my previews, but they take quite a while if I go slow. And supposedly on YouTube, which I've never learned how to do it, but supposedly on YouTube you can fast forward in slow motion and that kind of stuff. But I'm going to raid out at 6:30 to the Suburban Bish. She's, I don't know, what do you call the first person in a train? The engine? I don't know. She's starting at the train tonight, the mini train of misfits that she is the conductor of. Hey, Dawn. Any coins? There's probably some coins in my buy now. Tomorrow when I have the show. I don't think I have any coins out on the shelves tomorrow. I will be selling at 9:30 tonight in Bishy's train, the mini train of misfits. I'll be doing sealed LPs. I've probably got a couple hundred that I know where I can grab them real quick. Hey, Sherry. Somebody canceled on the train, so I'm filling in, and it's only a half an hour show. So I didn't know what really to do, and that was easy enough to do. I don't know what all is there. It's all vintage stuff, but it is sealed. They're unplayed, so I can just flip right through them. And I'm just going to do $3 starts, and that'll be 9:30 tonight. And then I'll raid out to the next person. And if you're on the East Coast, that train goes pretty late. I think KO Gaming is the last seller in that train, and he makes pretty neat dice. If you've never seen his shows, he sells dice and he makes dice, like acrylic dice and resin ones and metal ones. The shadows are pretty bad in here at night. That's Johnny Unitas endorsed football. But if you see something you want, like I said, send me a screenshot in the messages on Whatnot, and I can just run them in the order I receive them, starting at 10. And then I don't have to pan around and take requests right away. I don't think I have any pre-listed stuff tomorrow. I'm just gonna take the requests and maybe pan around once or so. Tomorrow night I am going to be selling magic lantern slides and glass negatives. We've got a whole bunch of them. I'll show the stacks of them here at the end of my preview. And I'm going to do $5 a piece on them. I haven't looked at most of them, so I'm going to show them. Not sure what they are. Hopefully I find some good ones. Yeah, Dawn's the one that I think told me that you can stop and zoom, and I don't know. I think somebody told me you could fast forward and slow motion and all sorts of stuff. But I'm trying to go relatively slow. This shelf here, this wood shelf at the bottom. That's my $10 shelf. Everything else is $5 starts. But the stuff on that wood shelf, I want $10 starts for. The books, I can go both books for $10. They're, I think, I don't know, 1800s German books, but they're really pretty. I can do both of those for 10. And you might still be able to use your rewards coupons from the last season tomorrow, but the time's running out and the new season has started, and I've got the new rewards up. Hey, Frugal. But I'm on YouTube under Before Times Shop, so you can get the preview if you want to see the whole thing and you miss part of it. But when you go to my channel, it's probably under the live tab, because I'm live streaming this to YouTube right now. Hey, Ohio. You guys were torturing me while I was listening to Warn a Bit. Talking about nacho fries. They just kept going on and on about Taco Bell. I thought maybe they were like doing it specifically because I was listening, and they knew I couldn't eat Taco Bell tonight. But he's still going over Warn a Bit Vintage if you're into ephemera. There's a little stag of handwritten recipes that somebody requested last week. That little train there's a bank. That's an old urine sample vial. There's another casket plaque. Mr. Bishy. Behind the rain. Behind the train. I think that's a 1940s railroad book of some sort. Oh, this thing here, that's sort of neat. I believe that's a Brockway glass, like end of the day type thing that somebody made at the glass factory. They were big for making the amber glass milk bottles. And in this area, I'm like 10 miles away from there. And we find odd things made out of amber glass. Oh, yes, look at all those stamps. Look at them. There's so many. And you can't get the full effect of how many are in there. A little envelope just stuffed with them. So if you just joined me, this is a preview of my auction tomorrow. You saw what looked like an angel. Cookie cutter. Yes, there's a copper cookie cutter back there. Hang on, we're going to go a little bit fast to get back and look at the cookie cutters. That's I think it's a pumpkin. That's an angel. Those are copper. They're not super old. This one's a copper piggy too. Real heavy, thick copper. Okay, hang on, we're gonna go fast. Okay, we're back here. But if you just joined me, this is the preview for tomorrow. 10 o'clock it starts. And if you want to take screenshots and message them to me on Whatnot, that's the best way for me to take requests, like before the show. I will pan around, but people seem to like to do the request better because then they can request the stuff they want and then they can leave and not wait around for me to do this 2 or 3 times while pulling stuff that's requested. Hey, welcome in, oil field. Doing a preview of my sale tomorrow. That's like a Sirocco wood, I think it's a match holder. Well, I didn't time that right because I've still got 4 minutes. So I'm going to walk over to the to my slides. Where's the camera at on these things? I'm going to walk over to the slides, and tomorrow night at 6:30, I'm going to have another auction, and I'm going to do glass slides and magic lantern slide, or yeah, glass slides like magic lantern slides, and glass negatives. I couldn't find them all. I have a box somewhere, that a big box that I did not find. But there's hundreds of them here. I don't know what they are. I haven't looked at hardly any of them, and I haven't looked at any of them for a long time. I mean, it's been probably, I don't know, but I'm going to put a little background up somewhere. To see, I can't do it like this because you can't see it, but I'll have some sort of background that you can see them. And I probably will do it on my phone because this camera isn't very good. But I'll hold them up, run them one at a time for $5. I'm hoping I find some neat stuff. But if I don't sell any, it'll at least be interesting to look and see what's there. But there's negatives, there's some photos, like that one's a photo. That's just like a slide that somebody made. And there's some magic lantern slides that are made for the old projectors. But I have to have a setup. You can't really see them here. But there's a ton of them. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow night. And the stuff I just showed you a little bit ago is what I'll be doing in the morning. And again, if you go to YouTube, you can take screenshots, watch the video again. It's under the live section on my channel. And I'm at Before Time Shop. Like that. And you can go to the live section of my channel and do screenshots from the video and send them to me in the messages. And that seems to be the easiest way. And that makes the auction go much, much faster. And I can just start running stuff. And so that's the preview for tonight. And if you want to hang around for just a little bit, I am going to raid out to the Suburban Bish. And she's having a mini train of misfits tonight. And I'll be selling on that at 9:30. I'll be doing sealed records, LPs, 12-inch. And I'll be running them pretty quick. They're all unplayed. And I've only got a half an hour. She's live. All right, I can stop talking then. As long as I can raid out from this thing. Thanks for coming to my preview. I hope to see some of you tomorrow. We're going to raid to Bishy. Let's see what she's doing. Thanks, guys.